Happy October, dearest listener. Happy October to you all. It's a wonderful October for me because I actually feel safe this year. Let me start at the beginning, please. My parents were not exactly a nice bunch. The memories are coming back to me just writing about this. Bleh. My father was a sickly old man. He often had trouble doing chores around the house. Sometimes he would unwisely try to do them himself and hurt himself in the process. After that, rather than own up to it, he tried to make me out to be an incredible idiot by giving me overly complicated instructions that make no sense. Zeke! Go outside, climb up the tree with the cable, ride it down onto the house and hook it up to the satellite dish. And then he would call me stupid for not getting it. Meanwhile, my mother thought that it was okay. Other times, when he got angry, he threw temper tantrums. I remember once I forgot to play a video game with him, so he made me get on my knees and start cleaning up all of the food he threw on the floor. Food he claimed was my mess and that I was an ungrateful brat for making. All the while throwing more food at me until he ran out of it. Again, my mother did not care. They just liked to harass and bother me while using the guise of everyday mundane tasks as a smokescreen to deflect the blame. This is something that never stopped in my lifetime. People always tried looking for excuses to bother me and be annoying. My teacher would be telling me I did so many things wrong, but I know he just thought it was funny to sit there and lecture me. My teddy bear said so. They all loved to torment me, harass me, accuse me. It was all just harassment. I know it. They know it. The psychiatrists are the ones who do not understand it. But regardless of it all, I grew up. I grew up with this constant harassment and only my teddy bear and Pepsi can to offer me advice on how to get through it. And I moved out as soon as I could, taking my can and bear with me. But it never ever stopped. Everyone at work always liked to claim that they were trying to help me find a better way to use my hammer, but we three know the truth. They just wanted to hear themselves talk and thought that it was funny to annoy me with it. But that is not the worst of it all. The worst is on October 31st, or Halloween as you all call it. I don't take pride in this holiday. It's a night when kids like to dress up in demonic outfits and beg for candy, like I am supposed to give it out. 2 years ago, it was just beginning. Those kids knocking on my condo door yelling, "Trick or treat!" in those annoying, high-pitched voices. I would yell at them through the door to go away without hesitation, not bothering to even open the door. But then the next day, I found toilet paper strewn about my yard and on top of my house. Why? Because I did not give them candy? But I talked it over with Pepsi and Teddy that night. They agreed that it was probably some kids who didn't like that I did not give them candy for free, so they decided to maliciously sabotage me for it. Spoiled brats. But then last year, it got bad. Those kids would wear those devilish costumes as disguises. I swear it, that's all it was. They would come to my house with loud, angering bangs that were rougher than last year. Why? Why did they think that they had a right to my candy? I paid for it with my money. Just... I heard some of them playing in my yard, and that angered me quite severely. I ran out there and screamed at them. "You insolent demons! What? Are you all just eager to get me angry? Well, congratulations, you brats! Well done, you have succeeded." And with that, they thankfully got off of my lawn. How about that? They actually got off of my lawn because I stood up for myself. Kinda like how my father would shut up when I stood up for myself, or how my coworkers would stop being annoyed when I growled at them enough. So after a long talk with Pepsi and Teddy, we agreed that it's probably the same deal. These kids just like to steal candy to annoy people. Of course! That is why they are doing it. So to get back at them, this Halloween I am going to be standing up to these kids and teenagers and even their parents. I will let them inside and trap them in here. I will lock them in my basement, tie them up, and let them starve for days with candy lying just out of their reach. The basement is already set up. I have set up chains to hold 200 people of any size. I have let a certain amount of rats live there, and I have some candies in there so that they can see the food but not grab it. That'll teach them to mess with me. See you this Halloween! Hey guys, this isn't part of the story anymore, so this is actually about me as a person, how I'm doing, and what's going on in my life right now. So if you're not interested in hearing any of that, just exit the video now. I don't know how many people really watch this content that much. I imagine it's not that many. I've looked at the numbers and it doesn't look to be that many, but in case anyone is actually watching and interested in this, just know I love writing these stories. I like it. But right now I'm going through the process of moving because I'm getting evicted or told to vacate, and that's a bit of a stressful process. So maybe you noticed that the quality of this story and maybe even the recording and editing itself weren't exactly very good. That's because my mind is in several places at once, but I do want to get these videos out on a semi-regular basis. So I'm going to keep releasing these videos, but they might not be the best. I hope you all enjoy them, and I hope you will all understand my my situation. Thank you for listening. Zach, no.